Alrighty, so we have Cadence in the stream with us. Let's just go ahead and switch this over to... I think I remember the name. Is it High Horsepower Flight of the Fribbleflowers? I believe that's the title.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, that's the title.
Nice. Okay, well, before we get started, how should we refer to you?
I'm Cadence, she, her. I go by the Bound Android when I'm doing like art stuff online, or Devil's Tritone when I'm like not doing art stuff, basically.
Nice. I just realized that that word is tritone and not stritone. I don't know how I put that together. Okay.
I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back, Mike. It's horse game time. So
It's horse game time.
yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, we have to shove you back in the muted dimension. I'm sorry. Thank you. It looks like HC1 is here as well, so I'm going to. This is a very long title, so. And now I gotta find high horsepower. I believe I already have it in my history, so let's get that. I'm just gonna set this up for my stream really quick. Tritone music reference, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm just like, how did I not see tritone? What the fuck is a stritone? Okay, and now the thumbnail, browse, and downloads. There we go. And let me go ahead and link that wherever I put the link. Oh my god, I'm already disorganized. How is this happening? I'm just gonna close these tabs so that I can maintain some semblance of organization. And where did I put the horse game? Where did it go?
It's very fair. It's a lot to be in a game jam.
Yes. Now playing high horsepower flight of the Fribbleflowers and pin. Twitch is so unhinged. It has an unpin after a certain amount of time thing by default, and it's 20 minutes. It's like, why would I want to pin something for 20 minutes?
That's crazy.
Yeah, just let me pin the thing. What the hell?
Like, not a useful amount of time either.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I think that covers it. So, all right, so this is Cadence, she, her, and let's see here. Where do we start? I guess I should open the game. Do you have like a start menu?
Yeah, we have a title screen.
Okay, very good.
One of our team members put together some really great art for it.
Perfect.
And also HC1 has like a song for it as well.
Yes. That will be good ambience once I unzip to extract here. Sure. Nice. Perfect. And there we go. And let me close my other things. Windows protected my PC. That's how you know it's a good game.
There's like some problem with like I don't think it's specific to my game, but like downloading games from this jam where some people are just like their computer deletes like the files they try to download. I don't know if it's like an issue with like, I'm assuming it's stuff that I'm not using that's causing the problem because I haven't any issues with anything.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh. I need to turn this on because it's taking up my ears. Hold on a second. Where is my volume mixer? Windows 11 made the volume mixer harder to access and it drives me insane.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to moving over to Windows 11.
You shouldn't be, it sucks. Okay. Well, if anybody's just joining us, it seems like most people here are here to stay, but if you are just joining us, currently we're talking with Cadence, and it seems HC1 as well. HC1, how should we refer to you?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, how should we refer to you?
Just HC1.
HC1, he, him? Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
No, we can hear you. Sorry.
Hey, him's fine.
Yeah, but like, is HC1 what you go by?
Just HC1, he, him.
Okay. Cool. All right, so the theme was power. We had 10 days to make a game, and your submission was high horsepower, fly the Fribbleflowers. How did you get your team together?
So originally, I was just like messaging some of my friends because my old games club that I made games with in college was doing Global Game Jam, but I didn't really want to just do like a 48-hour one. I wanted to like take my first like stab at a game jam that's a bit longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this one was up, so I just reached out to them. We had like 6 or 7 people interested in doing it, but like a few days in, we realized not nearly that many people would be working on it. So I reached out in the jam server to see if anyone else would be interested in doing like music, because that was one thing that we didn't have someone for, at least who had the time also to do it. And so we got HC1 on the project, and I am so very thankful that we did, because HC1's music is awesome.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
I have partaken in HC1's high horsepower music, and it's very good, including what I just had to turn down. Is that audible enough, by the way? Because it's audible enough for me. but cool. All right, so you didn't know each other prior to this. I believe you said that there were other people that couldn't work on it. But did you know everyone else other than HC1?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
very cool.
HC1 was the only new person we brought in because we needed music so bad.
Yeah, I think a great choice. Very fortunate to get HC1 on the case.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Just
was your
like-
role? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just love making funny horse music.
Yes, horse music. Perfect. So what was your role on the development team, Cadence?
I did a lot of things. I did like the movement for the character. I did the particle effects. I did the sound effects. I did the level design. Basically everything that's not the menus
Okay.
or the music is
Who-
stuff I did.
Who did the menus?
So the art was done by one of my friends, Paige, who's worked on the project. She did all of the like art assets for the main menu,
Mm-hmm.
and also all the key art for like the game page. And then I have a friend who's like newer to Unity development, who did like all the programming for the menu navigation and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, awesome. Seems like you have a pretty thriving game dev community yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think that or like how long have you been at game development, especially like in I guess a social setting like a game development club?
I think like 4 years now, about
Nice.
at least of like active participation in this kind of thing.
Well, awesome. Okay. I guess I should press the fly button.
Yeah, that'll take you.
Oh, there's also a credits
Again.
button. I guess this
There's
would have
credits
answered
too.
a lot of things. Yeah, there you are. DJ HC1 music, Paige prepsure, menu promo art, layout model, and then Rida Adhami. Am I saying that right?
Rida, I think.
Rida. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you've got a bunch of additional assets and things.
Yeah,
Very thorough crediting. Nice.
Debussy.
Wait, who?
We got Claude Debussy, the composer, the classical composer.
Oh, yes.
We reached out to him and he was like, "Yeah, you can use this song."
Yeah, perfect. Always going to the source. I'm not super familiar with Debussy's work. I am quite...
Oh no, that was comedy. He's long dead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I know that he's a classical composer that's long dead. Well, all right. Well, without further ado, actually, before I start this, how did you come up with your name?
I was like, the name came off of like, we have this horse that's gliding. Where is it gonna be gliding in? And like at 4 a.m. the fucking word Fribbleflower like just appeared in my mind. It was originally only gonna be like the first area of the game, but let's go for it.
Yes. Perfect. Fribbleflowers is a perfect word. So, all right, let's see it. Transmission incoming, transmission received. Greetings, Sir Horsington. I represent the Flubistanian military, contacting you as your talents are needed for a special operation. A mysterious orb has crash-landed in the canyon of the Fribbleflowers, and it threatens our beautiful nation. We developed a wingsuit to approach it stealthily, but alas, R&D made it horse-sized. You are our only hope. Fly through the Fribbleflower fields for your next instructions. Nice. How did this appear in your mind?
So the idea of the orb came from like the shape of the level, right? It's basically like one big long trench.
Mm-hmm.
And the concept of the orb is that like crash landed into the earth and like landed in this canyon but also dug it deeper. And so like the original plan would be that the further you went, like the deeper you would be in the canyon until you actually got to the orb.
Hmm.
And the other reason of the orb was the idea of the orb is going to be something you say frequently now.
Yes.
Good. The second reason for the orb was to disincentivize the player from gliding above the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you try when you play, you'll see what happens if you try it.
Okay. But I guess I was specifically referring to the military aspect.
Oh yeah. So the orb is like I was thinking of, I think, Bionicle 2008, where there's like this all important orb that like has like powers and shit. And so I was trying to think of why a horse would be made to go to an orb to save the world.
Yeah.
And government incompetence was like one of the first things that we landed on.
Yeah, it sounds like something the CIA would do. Make a horse gliding suit. It seems I've been demolished. I did not understand the assignment there.
Yeah, so you control by aiming what direction
Yeah.
the horse goes with your mouse.
I do like the excessive clip art explosions. They're very funny.
Yeah. And also the Claire de Lune playing on the end screen. I love that so much.
Yeah. And the spinning horse meter. I pointed it out when we were doing the wrap after the thing concluded. Do I have a pause? I do have a pause. Perfect. I'm going to turn the music up now because we're hitting the horse music hard now. But yes. Wait. Oh, I can't hit the edges either.
Mhm.
I have to be very precise with my horse aiming.
Yeah.
I guess I forgot I forgot to ask how you were coming into the theme, but I guess horsepower is pretty straightforward. But why gliding? What was your thought process there?
So we definitely wanted to do something with horsepower because when we were brainstorming, like the group I was with, horses are like, there's a surprising number of bits that involve horses.
Yeah.
Horse reacting. There's this game on Roblox called Horse Plinko Tycoon.
Oh shit! Holy fuck!
Yeah, it gets crazy.
Nice,
Also,
nice.
sorry about your bitrate. I should have maybe thought about that a bit.
My
If I had
bitrate?
more time, I would control. Just because like a lot of particles on the screen is not good for streaming video sometimes.
Oh. I mean that's fine. I've made games. I've made like several games now that use a CRT shader, and every time I use static at all, it just fucks everything up.
Classic.
Side stream for Discord. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, true. You are completely correct. Let me go ahead and share this to Discord as well. Dead. Also, yeah, I spent an embarrassing amount of time just watching somebody else play this game, so I basically know what I'm in for, but controlling it is a different story.
Yeah, it definitely takes a bit to get used to. like your max speed is dependent on your angle, but it doesn't like snap immediately. So you can gain some speed by like diving down really fast and then like aiming back up.
I'm very bad at this, it seems. Oh, okay, let's try this. Actually, do these loops do anything?
They do not by themselves. The only thing that does something is you'll see like floating cubes hidden throughout the level,
Okay.
and those will reduce your timer by a set amount. I think the red ones are 1 second, the blue ones are 3 seconds, and the purple ones are 10 seconds.
Okay. How the fuck do I gain enough speed to get past this? Oh fuck.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Okay.
See that one
I'm
up
over the hump.
there?
I'm over the hump.
You made it.
Yes, and now the insane speeds.
Yeah.
I like the colon 3 flower. The faces on the flowers are very funny.
Yeah. That was This was something I did relatively early on when I realized we are not going to have as many art people as I thought we are. So what is something I can, like, I was thinking, what is something I can make that is reusable and not hard to do? Because I am horrid at, like, 2D and 3D art stuff.
Fuck.
So, like, making, like, cartoony flowers with swappable parts was, like, the easiest thing I could think of.
Perfect.
For, like, obstacles in the level.
Yeah, I mean they're very charming. This I don't know what to call this style of thing, but it's very funny to me. Also, I did ask you this. I pre-watched a little bit, you could say, by talking to you beforehand, but I noticed that there was a horse shadow being cast occasionally.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I did when I opened the Unity project. Was I like made a horse with like 7 cubes, and when I was like setting up the lighting and stuff, I was like, maybe this should be the only thing that casts shadows in the entire game.
Yeah. I noticed that you have like I think probably a toon shader on the cliffs and stuff. Or maybe on everything.
It is a outline shader, a screen space outline shader. So what it does is it looks for large differences in depth or large differences in normal direction.
Mm-hmm.
And if it detects those, then it like creates the outline.
Nice.
And it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it's perfectly serviceable for this game for being made in like Unity shader graph in one day, but it has a lot of artifacting at like certain angles and stuff.
Yes. Michael, developer of Pyre Horizon, is challenging me to beat his score, which he just got an S rank.
Ooh, nice.
What if I start by diving very quickly? Oh. Also, the spinning horse meter. I admire the restraint on not simply calling it horsepower, which I guess is the numbers in the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait. Okay, the horsepower numbers do correspond. I was just like, those numbers seem random, but
yeah, they do correspond to your speed. They're just very large.
yes, very large numbers. Okay, can I get over the hump, please? Am I even doing this vaguely correctly? Is there a way
I think if you would like pointers,
Sure.
looking up at really steep angles cuts your speed faster than looking up at like a shallower angle.
Yeah.
So that can take out a lot of your speed and momentum. And also changing angle like too rapidly penalizes your speed a bit as well.
Okay. Oh, I tried it.
It's a tricky one.
So, looks like S rank is beating it in 55 seconds.
That's actually the secret rank that has been posted in chat.
Really?
It's past S rank.
Damn. Horse rank, yes. Okay.
That's something I requested Rida to do for when she was making like the end screen UI, was to have a bar that goes past its bounds once you get a secret rank.
Nice, perfect. Incidentally, I was vibing. Oh nope, damn it! I was vibing very hard to the horse music that HC1 made, and I requested that he post it in the thread that you made for it in the Big Mo Jam development channel on my server. So if anybody would like the horse music, it's in there. Very, very generous. Thank you, HC1. Okay, okay. I'm getting over the hump.
You're getting it.
So, I also did notice, like, I did come across the bounds a couple times.
Mhm.
But I think you might have been talking about how that, it actually, like, there are strats for that, so I could probably try them if I were
It's
a better
definitely
horse.
possible. I don't know how optimal they are, but
Mm,
theoretically you could like shave off some time by going up above the canyon.
yes.
It's also kind of hard to see. I probably should have designed it so the first time. I mean, I wasn't the one designing the layout of the level. I just put like all the obstacles in it. The main shape of the trench is something Paige did like really early on.
Right. Do you know how the level design went for her?
We were like discussing the general shape of the level we wanted, and then I think she made it in Blender just like by tracing a shape along a Bezier curve,
Oh, okay.
and that created like like all the stuff that's like the green stripy ground is that model, and then all the rocks and flowers and stuff I added in later.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've modeled in Blender plenty of times now, but it always... Oh, that's the end of it. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, you made it.
I finally made it with a time of 1:33. I don't know if I'm beating Mike tonight, but just make sure to pay the horse who helped me with the music. Yes, always pay your horses. I'll make the horse music now. Yes. For anybody just joining us, I'm talking with Cadence, developer of high horsepower Flight of the Fribbleflowers, one of the Big Mode Gem 2025 games. We had 10 days to make a game with a theme of power, and this is what they came up with. So, I'm going to keep doing this while I while I ask her a bunch of questions, I guess.
Something that's, I guess I could like point out some of the cool things you can do if you'd like.
Sure, absolutely.
This is what I was on originally. Is like if you like look forward while going out of the trench, it's a lot more noticeable. But there's something that comes and gets you.
If you look forward, oh, that thing.
There's a giant laser that comes and shoots you.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, because you're on like a secret mission.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And yeah, the idea of that is like the orb can see you if you're flying above the canyon.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I didn't read the intro, I'm not sure I would have internalized that there's an orb somewhere.
I mean, that's more of like the original idea of the game.
How did it change over time? Like,
we just had to like cut a lot of like the narrative and additional level design stuff we originally concepted. We wanted to get like a single polished level out instead of like 3 kind of functional levels out. To us, like getting something polished was more important than getting something like super long in content wise.
Oh yeah, for sure. For the Big Mode Jam, there were a decent amount of people who had pretty sophisticated games. I mean, with 2.5 weeks for the first one, obviously that was going to be the case. Mike and I pushed it really far with our 10 days, but even then our game isn't super long. So polishing one like tight package, I think, is very important for a jam, to me at least. So
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you had to cut?
There were 2 other levels that we had planned. The second one was called Tlob's Reproach. It was like a more kind of underground cave area that was the area of the canyon that the meteor had like torn up as it landed.
Mm-hmm.
And it unearthed a bunch of grumpy rock monsters who would like throw rocks at you and stuff.
Wow.
And then the third level was going to be inside the orb itself, and it was going to be like a massive pitch shift in tone, and it would also be the only level with like a completely sealed ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this is technically not a sealed ceiling. It kind of feels like it.
It's a little bit, yeah, aesthetically at least. It would have been different.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, go ahead.
There is one area I know you can get into that you're usually not supposed to by going over the trench. I don't know how. I don't think it's very practical. I think you miss out on too many time cubes to do it and lose too much speed. But that first curve after the the big drop, you can like hop over the wall. There's like a little low area that you can like hop over the wall to get into and then hop over to get out again. And there is a Utah teapot in there, like deep down, that does nothing, but it's there.
Oh, really? Wait. So how do you, like over here?
Nah, not there. It's
Oh,
at like the very bottom of the.
I saw a monkey head. I don't remember its name. The blender.
I didn't know
monkey
that
head.
was visible from up there. Yeah, that was. I put that there in case it was like super late, and I was like setting up the end of the level. And
Nice.
I was like, what if someone tries to fly over the end of the level? I was like, I don't want them to like miss the ending box, so I can't let them live.
Wait,
And so I
what?
like sealed off the roof with a big rock, but I'm like, that's kind of boring. I should give them something, and I put the Suzanne head from Blender
Perfect.
there.
Yeah. You can see it like right over this ledge. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you gotta like get in there. You gotta like be basically flat level. You gotta get to the end of the dive. You gotta like go up really close to the wall, like up over the boundary, really close to the wall to be able to make it in there.
Okay.
There's also another secret that's more practical. And every
Sure.
time I add something like this, it's me at like 4 a.m. like absolutely loopy, having done like level design for like way too long.
Yeah. I mean that's part of the reason that I do these actually, because I mean developers often just like bullshit things and like you never hear about it because we're just small time devs, so you never hear their funny stories. So yeah, anything you got like that, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, in the part of the level where it like kind of splits into two paths, and there's one side with like rocks and one side with if you go left here
Left into the
and
wall.
down, yeah, the left into like, and then hug the right wall of this canyon, there is a tiny gap you can get through, and there's funny fish.
Funny fish. Oh, I didn't die.
What?
Right away.
I don't know how that happened.
Maybe.
I don't know how that happened.
Nice.
That's crazy.
We're all
Yeah,
finding
there's-
out some Easter eggs in this game.
There's funny fish.
Perfect. What is that fish? Is that a reference to something?
So for like the 3D obstacles in the level, we used a Creative Commons Zero asset pack made by someone called Kenny.
Oh, that's funny.
And-
We also used the particle pack by them. Mike had it, and I used it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so like the rocks were the main thing from the pack we used, but then I was looking through the other models and there was just a fish, and at like 4 a.m. I was like, I should put a fish in somewhere.
It seems 4 a.m. is your silly zone.
Very, very true.
Yeah,
For this
Fribbleflowers,
jam, it is.
funny fish. You got it all at 4 in the morning.
I have my stupidest ideas at 4 in the morning for sure.
Perfect. Cook's Bench wants to know how you get to the high purple box.
You get to the high purple box. I see. It is a bit tricky. You kind of there's a couple ways to do it. The person who got like 55 seconds got it while also getting the blue cube that's like between this wall right here.
Mm-hmm.
I forget how she did it, but the way I do it usually is I dive right off the bat and then kind of look up at a shallow angle, and then once I get to, I think it's the first yellow flower, I dive steep behind that and then look directly at the purple box, and it's a shallow enough angle that the speed from that second dive carries you up to it.
I still don't know where the that first Easter egg you told me about is.
Yeah, it's not too important. I won't worry about it too much. It's also like
But
hard
I'm
to get
worrying
to.
about it.
No, that's okay. Okay, I can try to point it out next time you pass it.
Yes. Oh fuck. God damn, I was gonna ask something and I don't remember. Anything behind me? Rocks. Okay. I did. Oh, there's a reset button. Yes, like any good speed game, it's easy to reset. Thank you. So did you do a lot of playtesting with this? Did you like ship it to friends and family or anything like that?
I did not have time to do much playtesting myself, but I did like ping 3 services with people I know in it, and I made like a separate server for people to join. I was like, hey, I have this game. Bleh. this game I need to submit in 24 hours, play test it, and then I can like polish stuff in the morning.
Nice. Were you talking
And-
about the jam game? Like, were people in your life generally aware that you were working on it?
I don't think they. They know I do jams. They don't know like specifically that I was currently working on. But we got like I think we got like 7 people or so to test the game, and like the second to last day, and caught some bugs.
Some bugs.
One that was big was that the power-ups didn't respawn when you hit restart.
Oh damn.
So thank goodness that one was caught.
Nice. Yeah, that's there's always like funny things that you debug for a long time, and then like you realize you have to reset it all at the end, and then that comes to bite you in the ass because when Mike and I were working on a Pirate Horizon, that same thing happened with us with the tile map. So like the tile map wouldn't reset when you like restarted the game, and it basically made it unplayable. We didn't catch that until like what was it, like 3 or 4 days in, something like that. So yeah, a lot of oh, nice A rank.
Nice A rank.
A lot of funny things that you have to contend with.
Oh yeah, another funny one. If anyone watching is gonna do something where you have like a 2D sprite that you need to make variants of, when you're making the prefab for it, holy hell, fucking pre-make any flipped versions you need before you start copying and pasting the prefab around. Because what I was doing is setting the scale to negative to like flip things. That was also flipping the scale of the colliders to negative, and I had to like go through the entire level and fix, I think it was like 760 negatively scaled colliders
Classic.
on like the second to last day. It was rough.
I did get the purple box, but I ate shit. It's funny you say that though, because when I work in Blender, I often forget to normalize the transforms, and then like the scaling on it ends up being negative sometimes, and that like fucks with the shading. It doesn't fuck with the collider in Godot at least, which is what I use, but because you have to apply the collider in engine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second, is it still pinned? Yes, it's still
Can
pinned.
you just make it?
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the purple box last time. I didn't catch how much it dropped my time though.
That's by
10
10
seconds. Yo.
You need to get both of those, I think, to get the highest rank. Unless there's like some crazy skip that I don't know about.
Yes. What's your personal best time? Do you know?
My personal best is 1:08. So I've seen 2 people now that have beat my best time. I haven't played it. I didn't have the chance to play it too much. I mean, I played it a decent amount, but like designing the level, but not like full run-throughs of trying to optimize the time as much as possible.
Okay.
That is another reason I did the playtest. Reach out to people for playtesting was to get a decent gauge on like the rank thresholds.
Mm-hmm. Did that change a lot over the development time?
It was added pretty late, so we basically had placeholders, and then we did playtesting, and then I set the values from the playtesting.
Okay. Did you learn anything in particular over this jam cycle, or was it basically pretty smooth, straightforward?
I did Foley sound effects for the first time.
Which ones?
For like the Foley sound effects,
Yeah,
which is
which
basically the wind whistling past the horse, and also the burning sound effect when you're on fire. I think I could have made them a bit louder in the actual build, and sound settings would have been nice to fit in, but there was just not enough time.
Right.
That was a fun experience.
It might be because I'm playing this like while streaming and talking and everything, but I think that the sound levels that they're at are pretty good. But did you Foley them like just by blowing into a mic or something?
Blowing into a microphone, and then for the fire, I also had like empty chip bags that I crumpled near the microphone.
Perfect. Yeah, I love hearing about Foley. I'm blanking on his name, but the developer of God, what was it? There was a developer on the Big Mo Jam in 2023 who made very wet, squishy, bubbly noises by blowing bubbles into a bowl of water or something. It was, I think it was like slimed or something. But yeah, just Foley work is always very fun
Yeah.
because you just got to
think
do
it was-
whatever.
I saw someone. I think it was another Krebs treasure I saw. For like the pufferfish enemy, they had someone just like their entire lower half of their face in like a bowl of water, like screaming.
Did they have like an underwater mic or something? I don't even know how you do something like that.
I think they was just like recorded the top, like it just pointed at the bowl,
Perfect.
like to get that bubbling noise.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Also, this isn't a thing I learned
fuck.
for this jam. I learned about it in the previous project I worked on for school. Is that animation curves is one of the best things Unity has. I love Unity animation curves. When I was making the movement for this, they were very, very helpful. Whenever you have like some value that you want to change non-linearly over time, even if like something super complex, you can use animation curves for it, and like shape the curve to however you want it to be. Basically, you like pass in a value and it interpolates a y value. It's like an XY plot, just a curve.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
And
love that
so-
stuff. Like in DAWs, like in audio, music, or whatever, like, you know, any sort
Yeah.
of like automation with curves and stuff is awesome. Also, if you're just joining us, I am speaking with Cadence, developer of High Horsepower Flight of the Fribbleflowers, and we were participants in the Big Mo 2025 Jam. The theme was power, and we had 10 days in order to take a game from start to finish, and this is what we're talking about right now. So you were saying about animation curves.
Yeah, so I think the like the speed you get at different angles, as well as the rate at which the particles emerge, and I think one other thing in the movement are all controlled by animation curves, and that allowed me to really quickly iterate on the movement when I was like first testing it out, which was really nice.
Yeah, the movement doesn't feel very good, even though I keep eating shit. But also, hello, Bagalosaurus. My restart reloads the whole game and then teleports the player to their last room. That's funny. Were you also a Big Mo developer, Bagalosaurus? Or a Big Mo Jam developer, I mean. But yeah, no, animation curves are super useful. Godot has an animation player, and like, I mean, you saw the cutscene that I made. Like, so much of like any animators or any animation tools are just wonderful, but even then, like, it can be kind of grueling to have to like peck at the values. So it sounded like it was pretty smooth for you at least.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Especially since I didn't have to like manually animate everything. It's kind of like automated based on the speed of the horse in scripts, or the angle of the horse as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way the Unity does it is you have scripts you can attach to game objects, and you can like serialize various fields, and by default they support like having an animation curve in the editor being something you can pass into a script.
Awesome. All right, I wanted to ask, did you have any like, I mean, it sounds like all of them were basically put into the game or anything, but did you have any sort of like internal inside jokes about the development process? Did you have any funny things that you referred to stuff as, or common problems that you just tacitly understood as a team?
I'm trying to think. I think most of what is there is in the game because it was a very tight crunch, especially because when we were scoping, we initially thought we would have more people working on it, or at least people working on it more.
Yes.
But you know, things came up and whatnot.
Yeah.
So everything was pretty tight towards the end for getting everything in the game.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, just like any spaghetti code that.
Oh, spaghetti code everywhere. Everything is spaghetti code. In my mind, coding for a jam is very different from coding for something you want to do longer term.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Everything, like to get the most amount of stuff into a jam, you have to do like patchwork solutions everywhere you can afford to.
Yeah, for sure. If anybody's new to this experience, never build on top of jam code after you're done. If you want to take it further, you'll hate
Yeah.
yourself and you'll hate everything around you.
Yeah, if you're gonna extend a jam game, the first thing you need to do is refactor for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 3 different reset functions that almost have like the exact same identical code.
Oh, that's weird.
I think that's okay. The reason that happens is Blender's interpolation for their Bezier curves, they're like sweeping, doesn't really work the best all the time.
Okay.
So
okay.
sometimes the outside of the level curves above the sky. Which the way that it detects you being out of the canyon is there is a second mesh that was swept around that Bezier that like basically goes along the roof of the level. And you have a raycast going up. If the raycast hits that skybox, if it hits that mesh collider, then you're in the canyon. But if it hits the level sides or nothing, then you are considered out.
Okay. So there's just like a weird region there that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which, yeah, there's the model's not 100% foolproof, but it works most of the time, which saved me from needing to like place 100 million box colliders.
Yes. Also, hello, Radish Boy. Yeah. You probably heard my spiel earlier, but you know we're big Mojam developers, and we're talking about Flight of the Fribbleflowers, if I may truncate the name a bit. But
Yeah, of course.
And also, did you have any specific problems that like made you really grind your gears? Like, were you ever stuck on something like that seemed like it should just work?
The negative hitbox. I mean, I understand the negative hitbox scaling thing, but it's a simple enough case that I'm kind of. There's a lot of things about Unity that frustrate me. There's like things about Unity that I really, really love, and there's things about Unity that I really hate. And it not being able to figure out negative hitbox scaling on like box colliders is one of the things I do not like.
Yeah. Did you how long did it take you to figure that out? That was the issue.
It didn't take me too long. It took me too long to notice that was happening, because it does throw errors, but I did not notice them until it was far too late. Yes,
we all ignore the compiler errors sometimes. Well, maybe that's just me. Who knows? I don't really know how Unity's environment works. I'm assuming
I think
it like,
I had
throws
them,
warnings
like,
or something.
on accident, so it's a little bit on me, but also I think like it could be implemented in engine to handle negative box colliders just fine and have it like perform as expected for like 99% of cases.
Okay.
But also I don't know what goes into coding an engine completely. I mean, I do a little bit, but not to the extent of like universality that Unity has. So I'm sure there's reasons why they don't have it like that.
Yep, no clue. It seems that I've oh man, how do you get below 55? I know there's like a skip that you mentioned that Paige did. Was it Paige?
No, Paige.
Or was it Maisie?
It was Maisie, yeah, Maisie.
Okay.
Maisie gets the blue
Oops.
box and the purple box in this area, which is tough.
Yeah.
And then I think gets the purple from the top of the spinning flowers and just goes straight to the end as well. Although I think the thing you're trying to do might be more optimal with like really good movement, where you dive between the layers. It's just so risky because the one spinning around can hit you so easily.
Flower, take me now. Flower, fribble me now. Yeah. So I don't know how long I would have to grind to get an S rank actually, or a horse rank. Do you know what the value is?
The value for horse rank I think is 110.
110. Oh shit. Flower, fribble me now. Yes, thank you. That's me.
I did not expect much below sub 1 minute to be possible. But like the first day after it being out, we see like 55 seconds, and it's just crazy to see like the things that players can do with the game that you made.
Yeah. Mike, my jam partner for this jam, made a game called A Tower in the Forest, and it has like a speedrunning community. Like, it's not like a very like huge community, but there are videos of people speedrunning that game. It's insane that just to see that people are actually like locking in, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. So, is there anything that I missed? Anything that I know that there's that one thing. There was that thing over the hill that you mentioned. If I have to go, like, I go straight for it or something, right?
Oh yeah. I'll do that next one. HC1 is questions about the spinning horse.
Oh, yes, the spinning horse. I pointed it out when I saw Maisie, I think, playing it. But the spinning horse is very funny. I enjoy it a lot.
Who made it? The horse itself is a Creative Commons model. The material used for the horse is, I think, just the default Universal Render Pipeline wireframe material that Unity has. And so how that is projected onto the UI is an orthographic camera is pointed at it, whose clear flag is set to just be solid black. So the only thing it renders is either the horse wireframe or black. And then that is sent to a texture, and that texture is put on the UI.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that you were like you like enjoy graphics programming.
Yeah, I do really like graphics programming. To anyone, the horse relates to how fast the speed is, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. I sort of gathered.
Yeah, and also just because it's funny to have a spinning horse in the UI.
Yes.
Yeah, graphics programming. To anyone interested into like getting into shaders, I really recommend Unity's Shader Graph. I think it's like one of the two best features of the engine. Godot has one too. If for Godot devs, I think it's a little bit less featured, but it still works pretty well.
I used that for the first time recently, actually. I'm also trying to catch. I'm trying to get to the fire speed. Is it possible to get to the fire speed like from
on the
launch?
first dive? I don't think so. But
Okay,
I
that's
think...
probably the best I got then. Sorry, go ahead about shaders. Shader.
Oh
Hardly
yeah.
well, our resident high horsepower speedrunner says it's possible. So, first dive? No. Okay, never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of visual scripting tools, except for shaders. I feel like visual scripting is a really intuitive way to kind of visualize shaders, because you're basically just telling the graphics card what to do for each pixel on the screen.
Right.
And so you don't really... I mean, you can do looping, but typically you don't do looping or branching. It's all just like a straight through operation. And Unity Shader Graph is a really like good way to get introduced to that kind of stuff. It has a lot of features. There's a lot of stuff you can't do, but it also lets you create custom nodes using a scripting language for shaders to like fill in on any functionality that might be missing that you want to do. The last big shader I undertook was for my college final project, where I created a toon lighting shader that supported multiple light sources and also different colored lights. And so that required some custom scripting, because by default Unity Shader Graph does not have any features to deal with like any lighting stuff. It's all, at least not much lighting stuff. So yeah, but for this jam, this was all Shader Graph. I had to do some really fucked up shit to get the eye space normals, which is the direction of any surface relative to the camera, where I had to get the world space normals, transform them to object space, and then transform them from object space to screen space.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I have no fucking clue.
Oh yeah, no, it is something that I only like kind of understand after like working on it for dozens of hours and taking a college class. So
Yeah.
And I'm
how did your college?
barely scratching the surface too. So like,
Oh yeah, I mean, there's tons of crazy shit that people do with shaders. My friends in this community have made fun of me because I do very sophisticated things sometimes without knowing how to do a shader. I just programmatically do what the shader is supposed to do, and they're just
Nice.
like, "What are you doing? Why don't you understand shaders?" And I'm just like, I don't know how to know shaders. Fuck.
this Paige, who works on this game, is heavily involved in like Roblox development. And so I hear stories of Roblox dev all the time, and that's something that like the Roblox development people do a lot because you cannot do shaders in Roblox.
Ah.
And so people will like well, not with that. People will like recreate shader effects using like different like loopholes, and it's really funny to see
Yeah.
people get creative with it.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a year developing an RPG Maker, and that's basically what I had to do the whole time. So I guess I got into the habit, but one day I'll understand shader code. HC1 says, was the finished product of the game what you intended it to be? Or was it supposed to look any different?
I think the aesthetic and like the design of the game are pretty similar to what we originally planned. It's just the scope that we originally planned to be a lot bigger.
Mhm.
And like more levels, longer levels, more narrative, that kind of thing. Just
Yes.
unfortunately didn't have time to do.
I don't know if I actually collected that box. But we'll see if I can collect this box. I got horse rank, fun game. Nice cooked bench. That's our cooked bench for you.
You got horse rank, nice.
I haven't even got nest rank. I am a bad horse. I'm very bad at being a horse. No purple cube. Ah.
It's a hard life being a horse.
True. Well, shit. I do want to see horse rank.
People are hungry and like you gotta watch out.
For what?
Well, you know what they say when people are hungry, they're so hungry that they could eat a horse.
True. That's what I'm escaping the orb, and also thank you for the the soundboard experience. I forget that people can do that. So Tori, did you also get the horse rank? Are we among horse greatness?
Horse wet. Insightful commentary.
Horse what? Who knows
How hungry.
how hungry? True.
That is all. Yeah, that's also what the description of this game is in reference to another like fucking me being tired off my ass thing where I'm like, I need the description for the game. Okay, originally it was how hungry, but I'm like, there's no like eating in the game. What do you do in the game? You fly. So how flying is now the description
How
of this
flying.
game on itch.
Oh fuck! I actually forgot to read that. But we can do that. We can do that once I collect more boxes.
You
Okay.
can-
It's like it's
Oh,
so
dude, if you go for the
tantalizing with
purple on
this.
top,
There's a purple on top. Oh shit!
yeah.
No.
Oh,
It's not-
it might be a bit too late. But I think you definitely. Well, I guess not because people have gotten 55. But I think the easiest way to get horse rank is to, like, just have good movement throughout the level and get both purples.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Both
not aware of that
purples
purple.
is huge.
Okay. Can you explain the other Easter egg one more time for me?
Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah.
Once you get to the bottom
Holy fuck!
of the.
I missed.
Oh my gosh, barely.
Devastating. Sorry, go ahead.
Devastating. Once you get to the bottom of the slope, there's like that rock wall with all the flowers that are like lined up that you can like fly through like 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can fly over a lower part of that rock wall to get on the inside of that rock wall and then fly over it to get out on the other side. Which I don't think is an optimal strategy for speed purposes, but you can technically do it, so I threw something back there.
Okay. Please hold my horse hoof hand and guide me to it.
Yes, once you get to the bottom of this area, it'll be on the left and
Okay.
up.
Over this.
Yeah, over that. There's like that little gap.
Aha!
There it is!
Yo, graphics teapot. Let's go. Incidentally, have you seen Amazing Digital Circus.
I have not seen it, but I really need to.
I mean, you know, it's up to you. I'm letting it cook because I personally had like mixed feelings on it until like episode 3 or something, and I'm just like, okay, we'll see what's happening. But they actually at some point like have a sequence where there's like a bunch of graphics teapots. I forget what it is, but it's like a graphics meme, isn't it? Like with raycasting or something.
You see, so it's called the Utah Teapot. It was like, it's a really early 3D model that got made on like early 3D modeling software, and it's really useful for identifying like problem areas in shaders. If you notice, it's not outlined because the outline shader that I made in a day does not handle it well.
And it's got conventional lighting. I don't remember what you call that.
Yeah, what is it?
It's not cell shaded. I don't know, whatever the opposite of cell shaded is.
It's Phong shading, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Is the term?
No idea. You're the graphics expert here.
It's named after this guy called Phong who came up with it.
I'm just a simple horse, or
You're
maybe a
just a
complex
simple
horse. But let's see here. But yeah, my friend had to render a one of a Utah teapot for when he was in college as well. So
Yeah.
just noticed the horse shadow. Yes, peak. I don't actually know like where's the most optimal place to view the horse shadow.
I think it's like right before you go down the dip. And also I think you might need to be over a rock specifically, because I believe the rocks are I don't know, I can't remember if the canyon wall receives shadows or not.
Yeah. Okay. All these runs and I'm not sure how to get the purple box consistently, but I'm pretty sure I'm just doing my streamer brain is activated. Okay.
The easiest way is to like limit just to gain speed early on, and then like be looking straight at it at a very shallow angle, because the shallower the angle up you're looking at, the less speed you lose.
Yes.
The moment you start to get above like 30 or so, your speed just dies.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Who did we lose? Oh, it was you. It was IO. Yes. We picked up another person from the big mode server actually, and he just randomly decided to join us in game dev even though he wasn't part of the thing. Speaking of that, actually, were you even aware of like the video game Donkey as a person?
I've seen some Donkey videos. I remember seeing a number of them for Donkey Kong December.
God damn it.
And I've seen like a couple of other ones as well. I was like vaguely aware of Big Mode. Was not aware of like, I did not see any like announcements for the jam like before it happened.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of us here were from the first Big Mode jam, as I mentioned, but I didn't see the announcements either because I haven't been keeping up with Donkey in a while. But yeah, it's actually kind of like rare that I find somebody on the street that knows Donkey, even though he has a lot of subscribers.
It's a big world. There's like every now and then like I'll just see like random YouTube channels that like I'm not interested in that have like millions of subscribers, and I'm like, this person is famous and I've never heard of him.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Box, yes. Okay, we're good. We're on horse time now. Let's do it.
You're on horse time.
Okay. I fucked it up.
Tragedy.
But I think that's actually a great way to get that blue box. But there's a second blue box on the right that I think is about the same amount of optimal.
Yeah, both those I think are pretty comparable.
Okay. I don't actually know if I got that box. Is there a sound effects that plays? Or
There are sound effects. I added them like with like 5 hours left in the jam or something, and I was testing it. I noticed sometimes they were hard to hear, but I did not have time to fix it.
Yes. They can't even get a horse train coming for you to take away Epic Gamer title. Fuck. I didn't even know I had the Epic Gamer title. Damn, they're eating me in the comments. Okay,
Messed
okay.
up world we live in.
Yes, very messed up world. Okay.
Simple horses need to fly at speeds unnatural to be accepted.
Yes. Yes, isn't that just such a very universal experience? We can all relate to the struggle of horses. I don't know. I'm going fast. Let's do it. Let's go. Straight line path. Fuck that shit. Let me look at me. Okay.
Funny fish is the optimal route in this area, I believe, although it is kind of tight.
Really?
Yeah, because you get the
Oh,
cube.
that's not the funny fish.
You get a -3 cube by going for funny fish.
Okay, funny fish %. I feel like I've almost got it. Like I've got the motion down at least.
Yeah, no, you've got like all the pieces for sure.
Okay. Let's do it. Incidentally, I don't know if there's any like funny development stories that I've missed that you would like to share, but the format that I usually follow for these tends to be getting to feature completion. I have actually spent like 5 to 7 hours with some devs on finishing out their games, but this is more of a completionist thing. But I do feel somewhat invested in Horse Rank now.
The horse anchor. Let me think. There is some stupid fucking variable names and some stupid. Let
Lay it
me
on
like
me.
pull up the git commit history.
Lay it on me. But yes, once we get Horse Rank, we'll probably move on to the other newbie in the server, Zotari. Just because I wasn't thinking about it, and I was just like, yeah, anybody want to do this? And I was like, wait a second, I have a whole server of my friends that I want to document as well.
You know, I think it's what you're doing here is really cool.
Yeah.
Very awesome. I'm
We've
excited to see the other interviews as well.
yeah, we've kept up with each other for like a whole year. It's actually kind of rare for like any sort of streamer server or anything to be consistently active. So
Yeah.
but it's mostly because we're all like creating and consistently like putting up our stuff and updating each other. Rip.
Oh, that is something else I can mention. I originally, like in the early concepting stages, this got scrapped pretty quickly. I wanted to synchronize like every single moving thing in the level to the music.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Last
difficult.
summer, I worked on a C# library that is public now,
Oh
although
my
it's
God, I
very
missed
feature
it.
minimal at the moment. That lets you use MIDI data to synchronize game events to music.
That's huge. It's weird because like so many games attempt to do it, but it's a consistently like hard problem that people mention. So I was kind of curious as to why I never heard of just like, oh yeah, you just drop this library and you're good. You're telling me I could have given you midis? Wow.
You could, yeah. So the way I have started to explain it ever since like the most recent Defunctland video dropped is it kind of functions like an audio animatronic, where the MIDI data isn't used to play any audio; it's used to control movements in the game, basically.
Also, yes, Bagalosaurus. If you stick around, then whenever I'm free, then you know we can get to you. I'll be doing this until the voting period is over, and then we'll have a watch party for the actual stream. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, Cadence.
Oh, you're all good. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh no.
But it wasn't too important, I don't think.
The MIDI library. The MIDI library.
The MIDI library, yes. Right now, all it has is support for just like parsing a MIDI file and sending it to a class that fires C# events based on that MIDI data. I'm working on 2 projects right now that use them. That use this library. One is in Unity, one's in Godot. So I hopefully will be able to put out like a pre-made library for each of those engines soon-ish. Oh, holy hell!
I got it. Okay.
I think you got it.
Come on, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's do
Yes,
it. Horse
let's
rank.
go, horse rank.
We made it. Oh shit. Yes. let it be known, Bonejack is an epic gamer.
Epic gaming.
Let's go. Okay, okay. Cool. Well, awesome game. Awesome game.
I'm glad. Thanks for playing it and having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So this is Cadence, main developer on high horsepower Flight of the Fribbleflowers. And yeah, this is a very cool game. I will be compiling these into a playlist of you know, just jam interviews that I've done. I literally interviewed 10%, like more than 10% of the teams for the first Big Mo Jam. We had like 500 submissions or something, and I have like about 60 interviews.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was grinding hard. I'll try to do that as much as I can for this, but I'm only available pretty late at night or kind of early. So for the American people, it's not usually that viable unless you're a super night owl. But yeah, I'll be doing this all week. So all right, Zotar, are you ready? I am demolished. I've crashed my horse. The orb has won. Actually, wait. Yeah. So, rip. Sure, yeah. Awesome. The orb hasn't won, actually. I took myself out. I went out on my own terms, you know? Actually, one last thing, Cadence. What is that laser? Is that just like a capsule that you stretched? Because that's how
It
I
is.
laser.
Yeah, it's a stretched cylinder that renders its inside faces with just a really emissive material on it.
Perfect. All right. Well, now that we've exposed the orb secrets, Zotre, would you like to? Oh, yeah, you're unmuted. Okay.